Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Christina Johnson, transformational nutrition coach and founder of the Emerge Weight Loss Program. And I am here today with our final video in this series on how to enjoy the holidays without going overboard, without gaining weight, without getting to January feeling sluggish and tired and out of control with cravings. And today's video is a pretty important one. We're nearing the end of the holiday season now, and so what I want to talk about today is how to get yourself back on track with your normal eating habits and normal healthy eating now that the holidays are nearing an end. So this is an important one. And it's an important one for a couple reasons, and I really want to talk about it now. Even though Christmas is done, we still have, New Year's weekend coming up. Maybe you still have some holiday celebrations. I know that we're hosting my family here at our house this weekend. So we're still going to be celebrating Saturday and Sunday, and there'll be lots of good food around then too. And so what I think is important to know is that it is important now to think about your plan for getting back on track, because what happens with most diets, and let me know if you can relate to this, is it's very easy to have this all or nothing mindset. So what I hear a lot from people is that they feel like they had some treats over the holidays through December on Christmas. They maybe had some alcohol, they had some comfort food, and they kind of feel like right now they're just like off track. They feel like they've kind of blown everything. And so what starts to happen is they start to think, well, next week, once we get to January, then I'll worry about getting back on track. And that's part of that all or nothing mindset that is so pervasive with diets. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be like that. Part of creating a sustainable, healthy lifestyle is being able to enjoy yourself on Christmas, to have some treats, to have some sugar, to have a glass of wine, whatever it is that you enjoy. And then the next day to just return to your normal healthy habits. And then, like for me, I enjoyed some sugar and some wine on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm eating healthy this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Next weekend, I'm gonna give myself permission to enjoy some food next weekend that I wouldn't normally have. And then I'll be back to eating healthy right after that. And so what I wanna help you think about is that it's not all or nothing. You don't have to be like in this perfect situation to eat healthy in order to feel like you have to wait to start again, because that's what happens. We feel like we have to wait till the timing is better. And so that's one thing why it's really important to really think about how to get back on track now. But the other reason is, and I wonder if you can relate to this one, it is really, really easy for cravings to start to get out of control. It's like this slippery slope. So many people tell me that they can go without sugar for months and they're good. They're not thinking about it. They don't need it. But then the minute that they have one piece of sugar or whatever, then it's like they're back on that slippery slope and they just want it more and more. And I think that's what can happen in December and over the holidays. We can be doing really well up till then, but then we have, like one cookie, one piece of cake, and it's like we get our taste back for that sugar. And it's so easy then to just want more. And so I would recommend just thinking through, how do you get back on track sooner before you get on that slippery slope? Because it's so easy to do that. So what I have for you today are three strategies for getting back on track that I think will be really helpful for you. Before I do that though, I'd love to see who's here. So just say hello if you're watching this, and if you're watching the replay, you can put #replay. I'm checking the comments here on my computer just to see. I don't want to miss anything. I've been missing the comments lately when I'm on these videos. So let me know if you're here, say hello, let me know if you're watching the replay, and let's dive in with strategy one. So the first thing that I would recommend you do is to make a plan for any leftovers that are in your house. I know for me, this time of the year, we get to now, and I have like extra cookies around my house. I have extra like sugar and just leftovers from Christmas meal. So just, do a little inventory. Do you have any foods that could be tempting for you laying around? And then make a plan for them. Maybe you want to still enjoy some of them. So maybe your plan is you're going to give yourself permission to enjoy one a day for the next week. maybe your plan is to just get rid of them. Give them away, throw them away, whatever you need to do to get them out of the house. Maybe your plan is to put all of those things in like one cupboard and tell your husband and kids that they're there so that they can enjoy them, but you're staying away from that cupboard. So whatever you need to do is fine. Whatever you want to do is fine, but just think through what is your plan. Because I will tell you, when those foods are laying around the house and you don't have a plan, even if you have the best intentions to try to stay away from them, it's really hard to do that. So make your plan for any leftover food and treats that are laying around the house. The second thing I would recommend is to think through if you have any upcoming holiday events, New Year's Eve activities going on, make a plan for those. Just like I talked about way back in video 1 of this series, give yourself permission. So think about New Year's Eve. Are you going to give yourself permission to enjoy some champagne, to enjoy a holiday meal, like whatever it is, but just make the plan, give yourself permission, and kind of, put some boundaries on what that is. So think through any upcoming holiday events that you still have remaining and New Year's Eve. And then the third piece, this is a big one, and that is to think through and choose, I would recommend about 3 really basic healthy habits that you are going to commit to and make a priority. I could say like do these 3 things, but what I find is that each of us has different strengths and weaknesses. Each of us has different areas that will be most helpful for us. So I'm going to give you some suggestions, and then I want you to think about which of these would be most helpful for you in getting back on track. So just some ideas. 1 could be water. Maybe you need to recommit to drinking 8 glasses of water every day. I know that for me over the holidays, it is easy for me to just drink more coffee, and I will start drinking it like into the early afternoon, and that affects my sleep, and it's just not good for me. And so for me, by recommitting to water, that's also helping me cut back on my coffee, getting it back to, 1 cup in the morning, which is all that I want to do for myself. So maybe water could be something for you. Maybe you know that having protein with every meal will help you feel full, will help with cravings, and maybe you just have gotten off track with that. So maybe your goal is to commit to having a really good serving of protein with every single meal. For those of you that have been around and heard me talk or been in the Emerge program, maybe your goal is to recommit to 3 balanced meals. So you get your hunger hormones balanced, your blood sugar balanced, so that it's easier to stick with eating healthy. So that could be one. Maybe, I wrote down a couple. Maybe one suggestion would be just to focus on mindfulness. Maybe every time you eat, you want to ask yourself, am I really hungry? And then you want to commit to eating mindfully. That could be a basic healthy habit. One other suggestion could be if you know that you are prone to getting on that sugar slippery slope, maybe you want to do like a 3-day reset, where for 3 days you're committing to no sugar just to get it out of your system and to reset your taste buds. So it could be something else too. If you have other ideas, I would love to hear. Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear what that might be. Because there's lots of things. Maybe it's something with exercise. Maybe you know that if you start exercising again every single morning, that's just going to help you feel better and help you feel back on track. So the goal here is to choose about 3 things, and these are just like basic, simple habits that will help you feel like you're getting back on track. It's not about being perfect. It's not about, not eating sugar again or eating, completely clean and perfectly starting right now. But what I'm asking is that starting today, what are some basic, simple habits that you can recommit to? And what happens is that as we get these basics back into place, we kind of get some more routine and structure back in, and then it's easier to return to our normal healthy eating habits. So that's your task, your challenge for this week is to do those 3 things. 1, make a plan for any leftovers that you have around the house. 2, make a plan for any like New Year's Eve celebrations or any other holiday activities you have coming up. And then 3, choose about 3 healthy habits that you are going to commit to starting today. And that's key. We're not waiting until January. We're not waiting until after everything's over. But these are 3 basic habits that you can start doing today that are possible and very doable and very realistic. So I want to know if you're in for this challenge. Let me know in the comments. You can put I'm in. But I would also be really curious to hear, what are those 3 habits that you are choosing? What are the ones that you feel like are most helpful for you? And even just typing it into the chat, that is you taking action. That is you doing this like micro commitment. You're putting it out there. You're telling us that these are things you're committing to. And so take this opportunity for accountability and for increasing your commitment by letting me know in the comments what it is that you are going to be doing. So as I wrap this up, first of all, I'm so glad that you've been around for this healthy during the holiday series that I've been doing every Wednesday this month. Stay tuned for January. I'm working on plans for a workshop and hopefully 1 or 2 other things to help you really kick off the year well. We can definitely make 2024 the year that you create your sustainable, healthy lifestyle, where you are able to lose weight, to solidify those habits, to maintain that weight long term. And I would love to be a part of that process for you. So stay tuned for things that will be coming in January. If you are interested in figuring out if the Emerge Weight Loss Program is right for you, I would love to talk with you about that. So I'll put a link in the comments where you can book a call on my calendar for us to talk and just to see if it's a right fit. And for me to help you figure out what are the next steps that will help you get you to where you want to go in 2024. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Probably in the new year is the next time we'll be talking. So have a wonderful day. I hope you have a happy new year. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas, and we will talk again soon. Bye.